Okay, we got one, man. Just about to give up hope, and right there, boy, real close to the bank. Feels like a good one. Hit it. Does feel like a crappie. Oh yeah, boy, it looks like a good one. Might have our first keeper of the day here. If we don't slosh loose. Go easy with it. See if he's going to be a keeper. He's going to be close. Pretty sure he's going to keep. See if we can get him measured up, get him on the stringer. Out here, coming up on the end of December, a few days before Christmas. See if we can't catch a little crappie or two here. And we got one on a white curly tail grub. So we know there's a few out there. That's a good sign. Had a feeling today might be pretty good. Kind of got the moon in our favor today. Let's see. Boy, my old measuring stick's so dirty right here. I think he's going to be close. Let's see. There's the 10, and so he's about got a quarter of an inch over a 10 right there. So he's going to measure up. We'll put him on the stringer. So what I'm doing is just easing this little curly tail back really slow. Sometimes I'll stop it a little bit. Really any plastic bait in that 2-inch range would probably work. Anything kind of white colored. Doesn't have to be a white curly tail. Just happen to have some. I like to use them. There don't seem to be a lot of crappie out there. There's fished for a while, and that was the first bite I got, that first one I caught. So we're just going to keep working it really slow here through this same little area and see if there might be a little school of them out there. Usually if there's one, there's going to be a few more. We got plenty of daylight left here. Probably about 2 or 3 in the afternoon. It's kind of favoring the moon today. Watching that moon, it should be coming up over the horizon about now. So it's a pretty good window of opportunity as far as the bite goes, I think. When that moon heading up over that horizon this time of year in the afternoons, when you got an afternoon moonrise, it seems to help the bite. At least it does. I mean, to me it does. That's been my experience. Just me. I sure ain't no expert. The wind's trying to pick up a little bit, which I don't think would hurt too much right in through here. We're kind of secluded back in here a little bit from the wind at the moment. More out in the main body of the water. It's a little windy, choppy out there. All right. Well, we've had a lot of kind of cool weather here lately, and water temperatures have probably gone down quite a bit. I'm guessing they're in the mid 50s, maybe the low 50s, 52, 53 degrees. So that's going to slow those crappie down. So don't seem to be getting a lot of bites on that curly tail, so I'm going to scale down here to a smaller jig and work it a little slower. About the same depth under this float, about 6 feet under the float, and just work it really slow. The water's cleared up good, and I think we might do better on these smaller jigs. Let's give it a try right here. It's easier to work these little hair jigs, feather jigs, whatever you want to call them, slow versus the curly tail. To me, that curly tail is more of a, definitely want to work it fast enough to kind of get that tail moving. And then when the bite gets so slow that you can't work it that fast, probably might be better off going over to these hair jigs or smaller plastic jigs. Anyways, we're going to try it and see what happens right here. Can't hurt, because we're not having much luck on that curly tail. We got one just to let us know that we got some fish out there. God, got one right here. Hope he don't slosh off, boy. Guy ain't basically at the bank, and Could not get this crazy camera to start recording for some reason, but we got it. That's going to be a keeper on a little blue jig real close in here. So that's a good sign. Wasn't having that much luck on that white curly tail, so I went over to this little blue jig. It's a little blue with a white head and a little black thread, and that kind of did the trick. Pretty close in, so maybe I'm focusing too far out there. Just working really slow. So we got a few crappie in here today, hanging out back here in this shallow water. A few little old crappie here on this beautiful day. See if he's going to measure up right here. I think he will. We might get another one or two here. I was thinking about kind of moving to another spot, but since I caught this one, I may hang out here for a while. He's just under 11. Get him on a stringer. That'll be 2 on the stringer. White crappie. Of course, I've mentioned it before, but back in this area, I catch mostly white crappie. It's a real silty. See how silty this bottom is? There's not a whole lot of rocks out here. Some rocks, but over across the way, just a few miles downstream, another creek on this lake. It's a lot of rocks in that creek, a lot of pebbles, a lot of rocks, and you catch a whole bunch of black crappie over there. Something here. Can't be very big though. Real close to the bank. Yeah, a little old bluegill. Little old bluegill come up there and hit my little hand-tied blue jig. Pretty close into the bank. Beautiful colors. Man, look at the colors in him. Beautiful. Purple iridescent colors in that little booger. He is a pretty little fellow. There he goes. We got one. Yeah, it looks like it might be a keeper. Hard to tell here. Got it right here at dark. Yeah, that's going to be a keeper. Go easy with him now. Pretty sure it's going to be a keeper. Unless we got some debris hooked up on there. He feels pretty heavy. Hopefully this will be number 3 on that stringer. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's going to be close. He might measure up, I'm not sure. Yeah, he's going to be a little bit small. Darn it. Hoping to get one more right here at dark. Well, we did get one more here at dark. One more keeper. But he ain't going to quite measure up. He did like that little blue jig though. Little white head and little black thread. He's about 9.5, so he ain't gonna quite measure up. We'll go back next year. He'll be plenty big enough to keep.